Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of the Banner Saga 2 with me, Notorious BLT. Let us resume. Wait, did we already do the walk up to Airbarang? Where the crowd is the most dense in volume and numbers, the caravan comes to a stop. Ahead, you notice a sharp line where the tents and people stop. The ground beyond is pinned with arrows and not much else. A few hundred yards of empty space between these people and Airbarang's walls. I think we've done this. What is this you ask him to? Okay, yeah, we've done this. Kingsman can kill us from the... Okay. Yeah. Wait, so Airbarang's at war, the man laughs. Okay, that's putting it lightly, he says. From what I can tell, this is the rest of our kind. You brought it in the last var... Okay, that's right, he laughs, turns... Okay. Yeah, I want to say we had just gotten into town, and then we did something. The ox are tended and tents aligned as best as possible. Some are repairing their armor, others look anxious to talk to various clans. The Varl King's eyes scan the field as he approaches. I want to know what's going on here as much as you, he says, but we'd better find a way to defend our gear and supplies. These other clans could form a mob if they discover we have food. Seeing the hungry eyes all around you, you agree. We've got an issue, Oddleaf says. I don't know why, but the other clans don't like the Horseborn, or the Varl for that matter. They're starting trouble, and I'm going to stop it. You decide what to do. I want to say... Investigate the standoff between the king and clans. Didn't I go with Oddleaf to stop the troublemakers? Yeah, I think that's what I did. Skathatch and his weapon has his weapon drawn, and a few Varl are standing near him with shields up. Humans in growing numbers are hurling every sort of curse at them. What's the problem here? Walk back to your fires, or we'll make you wish you had. Instruct Skathatch and the Varl to back away slowly. What's the problem here? The problem is you brought a bunch of animals with you, and don't have them tied up properly, a man shouts. The fighters around him laugh, bark, and whip ropes in the air. You hear the Varl growling. The man glances at you, uneasy about the look in your eyes. Back away, or we won't stop until each of you are dead. I'm offering you some meat and food to leave right now. Instruct Skathatch and the Varl to back away slowly. Well, Odd, it's time to teach them some respect. Back away, or we won't stop until each of you are dead. That's what we're going to do. Some of the fighters look worried. He's bluffing, says the leader. Besides, what could a shepherd and a bunch of farm animals do to us? You look the man in the eye. I am the Sunder Slayer from Skoger, you say. What do you think I can do? The fighters turn as one and flee as you return to the head of the caravan. As soon as you find a stump on which to sit, you look up to see Ruga, what the fuck, returning to the caravan. You motherfucker. Backed by nearly 50 fighters, the former governor approaches your camp. Everyone looks towards the two of you, but most more out of curiosity than concern. I've discovered what these battle lines are all about, Ruga says. The king shut his people out. These clans are here to see that he feeds and protects his people as he is supposed to, and they've chosen me to lead that cause. Oh, good lord. I thought I killed your ass. Oh, no, that's right. You left your dude to die. The tent flap closes, leaving you and Ruga alone, both armed. No need to mince words now, is there? I know you want to kill me. Only when I think about how you betrayed us. Then let's be clear. If either of us leaves this tent without the other, the fields around us will turn red. Then say what you came to say before I do something stupid. Ruga snorts his amusement. I wasn't making that stuff up outside about the king. He really has shut all of us out. It started a few months ago when he started stockpiling food and slowing trade. Once the wealthy families were all pulled inside the walls, he shut the gates. The only thing he's said is that he can't feed everyone. Oh, and his archers fire on anyone who gets close. You watch Ruga closely while deciding what to say. Why should I believe you at all? Because you see all of these people gathered? Do you think they're out here for fun? No, but I doubt the king just wants to be an ass. If you're the king and your people are starving at your gates, do you let them in or keep them out? Don't answer. We both know you'd let them in, unless you knew something you weren't telling them. Either way, the people have a right to an answer or the food they sent him and Airbarang's protection. I think you'd agree the food and walls belong to the kingdom, not the king. To what end? That's what the upcoming battle aims to find out. You want to go to war to ask the king a question? No, I want to go to war to make the king answer a few questions. Wait. No, I want to go to war to make the king answer a few questions. Like, why'd he leave his people outside the walls to starve? So you plan to break down the walls. That's the last thing I want to do. We need those walls to stop the dredge and whatever else is coming behind them. But if we have to destroy them, we will. Maybe the menders inside can repair any damage. There might be ways past these first few walls, but the black wall? The governor just shakes his head. Wait, how did you come to lead the clans? Borsgard was the largest human town next to the capital. You don't become governor of a place like that without certain skills and powerful friends. And what are those certain skills? The governor just smiles. So this war is unavoidable. Probably. I officially meet with the king in a few hours to either come to an agreement or pull our banners from his. I won't be surprised if you're invited too, the mighty Sunderslayer and army. If so, make your decisions carefully. His tone is not exactly threatening. Not exactly. You move to the tent flaps, and both of you open them simultaneously so that no fight breaks out. I believe him. I think he's still a douchebag, but I do believe him. Wow. Real, yeah. That's it's a lot right there. Yep. All right, let's talk to some of our people. Let's talk to let's talk to our horseborn first. Scathach and Deirdre pace nervously, keeping their distance from humans, Varl, and other horseborn. Roek patrols around the two a short distance away, nodding to you briefly. Is everything okay? Many mans, more than we know live. You stop to look around at the thousands of tents in the fields and hundreds of homes beyond the capital's walls. I'm from a small village. I'm not used to seeing so many people either. Maybe, herd too big, so many mouths hungry. If some dead, more easy feed herd. Sketchatch stomps the ground and says a few shrilled notes to Deirdre before turning to you. Deirdre forgets we are not of same thinking with mans. If you think Big Herd is right, we will think Big Herd is right. But what do you think is right, Scathach? The male horseborn looks up at Ereberang for a few moments while swishing his tail in thought. I think Big Herd kick each other in small fields. He points to Ereberang. Small fields behind walls. You thank them for talking and offer them a few calming words before departing. I think what he's basically saying is like, there's so many people in this small place that you're getting in your way. Or like getting in your own way. Alright, Scald. The Scald is tying a dyed strip of cloth into his daughter's hair, but sends her off to play as you near. We've come all this way for war? With luck, I might change their minds. And be the reed that would stop the wind? You've got a lyric for every moment, don't you? Of course, plenty before us have been in similar situations and written about it. We only think of ourselves as unique. If peace is not an option, is there a Scald song for that? Plenty, but I'll tell you what I'd do. Save the families who can't save themselves. I can't imagine if my wife and children were left out here. Like, they don't deserve the same protection as others. Leo's words flood your thoughts as you walk away. So it seems like we're getting two opposing viewpoints. One saying, you should thin the herd. And the other saying, don't fucking do that shit. Okay, maybe another time. So there's no other training here. Heroes. We want to get somebody to higher level. All right. Do we want a Leo? Do we want Deirdre? Or maybe somebody else? I don't know. We've got Moger. We've got Hakon. I just don't know who the hell else to take. Like, we could take... I guess we could take you or you. Who the hell else was I taking? I can't even freaking remember, dude. Balls. Because you have trample. I do kind of dig the poison stuff. Poison stuff is really good. What do you have? Dodge. I think, honestly, you would probably be the best one to take. Like, I really like having the two of you in the party. Now, the question is, who to level? If anyone. How much does it cost for you right now? 19. Ouch. Promoting you would just increase your item rank and increase your stats. Pretty got the highest crit chance you can get. And the highest puncture. So what's the point in upgrading you? Just your item? Oh, well, we could upgrade. We could beef this up. Give you more starting will. That could be pretty useful. It's kind of the same with Hack-On. We could increase the amount of stank you can put on stuff. Could also increase your crit. Wait a minute. Ah, so that's because of the item you have, yeah? Yeah. God, +3 all talents is insane. What about Odd Leaf? We're just going to take the level you up. 17. What about you? 13? I'm kind of feeling like I want to get Rook up to a higher level so that he can use better items. So let's promote Rook once. See how much it costs. 21. Fuck. God damn it. We've already got this at max, yeah? What? No, you don't. Okay. And we'll beef that up. Confirm. Okay. Now we have one more that we can upgrade, and I'm thinking it's going to be one of you. Wait, no, I can't upgrade you, so maybe Hack-On? Because Hack-On's also got like a shat load of kills. Wait. Save some of your renown just in case after we talk to King Boy, King Man, the King-a-dingy, that he's like, hey, you can buy some shit from us with your great renown. Just in case. Because that's everything. Let's do the meeting in the tent. Before you head towards the large tent, Oddleaf stops you. Are you certain you're ready for what could happen out there? Her worried look is infectious. The king may be a decent man, but I doubt he's kept his throne by always following the rules. You're right, I should see to a few things first. What, like, fucking what? Oddleaf smiles and says, when you're ready to head out there, just be careful. I'll be here with the rest of the clan if you need me. So this is just a chance to do something else, but what? Like if maybe there was something else I wanted to do? Or maybe if that's like a misclick? I guess. I don't think there's anything else I want to do. I think this is it. Alrighty. Sorry, I just had to take a drink of water, getting a little parched. The voices coming from under the tent are loud, animated. Best we could... You've done well. I never thought I'd see my son again. Well, we've all had easier journeys. The king's cheerful mood lessens. He is about to say something when he sees you approaching. Who's this? He looks kind of shifty. Well met, King Meinolf. I'm Rook of Skoger. Luden steps forward. Father, this is the Sunderslayer I told you about. King Meinolf nods, but is staring at Hack-On from under heavy brows. It pains me to hear you've lost so many of your hardy warriors, Hack-On, but tell me, where is Jorander's Kender, Vognir? Vognir died protecting your son. I was Vognir's Kender. With Jorander's death at Einertoft, I'm king of the few remaining Varl. The king says nothing, contemplating the news. Your walls are the last hope for my people. No sense in denying it. I understand, and of course you'll have refuge here. The least I can do for bringing my son back alive. It'll be tight, but I'm sure we can find a place for you. King Meinolf, Rook here is just as much responsible for the prince's safe return. He has quite a few clansmen. Careful, Varl King. This is the human capital, and my generosity is already stretched thin. Hakon looks at you and shrugs. Tell me, Rook, what makes you better than the hundreds of other chieftains out there? Or out here? Men whose great deeds I've heard of, no less. I don't think this is the right decision. Tell me why I shouldn't join these clans in fighting you. See, the only difference is I'm here before you now. I feel like these two are like the I've united many clans under my on my journey here, and I'm a Cinder Slayer are very much in the vein of like I'm talking myself up, and I don't think he's gonna buy that shit. I think this guy is very much like I know when you're bullshitting or just trying to talk yourself up. So I think this is it. The only difference is I'm here before you now. Ha! Humility and confidence all in the same breath. You remind me of the village chieftain from my childhood, a good man. Then allow this good man to bring his clan inside your walls. There are other good men among these clans. It doesn't change how many Eberron can hold or feed. Only now do you see Rugga and 24 fighters approaching. The king's guards look concerned. Oh, for fuck's sake. Don't be combat. Don't be combat. You put rocks on a sheep. Rugga. Meinolf. I should have killed you when I had the chance. You tried, remember? Please don't kill the sheep. Did the Cinder Slayer convince you to open your gates to your people? You will never enter my gates again. I'd hoped you died in Borsgard. How is it you've come to speak for all of these clans? The people you've turned your back on? Seems they need a leader they could trust. Again, how have you come to speak for them? Did you fool them like the people of that rotten town you governed? The only fool here is the outnumbered king believing he still has a say in what happens now. It figures that you're a piece of shit. Don't make us breach your walls. We'll have to repair them once we're inside. Man. I'm almost feeling like these two options are both not good. Because, like, I feel like if you point to the darkness, they're going to be like, yeah, you mean that thing that's just going to encompass the entire town and, like, obliterate it? Sure, the walls will do a lot against that. But if you just say, like, there are rumors of dredge, then they're going to be like, it's just a rumor. But I also don't want to just stay quiet. Or do I? I feel like these are both actually justified, but I also feel like these two are both going to just kind of disregard them. I also kind of feel like, you know what, I'm just going to stay quiet. I'm going to let them do their thing. With that many, you might get through a wall or two, but you'll die at the foot of the Black Wall. Listen to the pride in this king's voice when he speaks of killing thousands of his people. There's nothing good in any of this, but I'll take a small amount of comfort in your death. You're a petty king and no longer deserve the title. Rook, look at your people out there. Our people. They need food and clean water, not that poison in the river. They need protection. You cannot allow this king to keep us from safety after all this. He doesn't have to. I'll find a place for the people under your banner, Rook. A place inside the walls, alongside the Varl. A place this Feyen man will never be allowed to, will never be allowed again. That's enough. Both of you are bickering like children instead of leaders. And you, giant, joining this king after all we did to keep your people alive? Traitor. Dude, fuck off. Hakon growls and flexes his grip on his axe. All parties look angry and tense, and then they look at you. Oh, fuck. I do not want to say that Ruga's right, because he's a piece of shit. Because he's also being an insulting douchebag. Like, you can tell the king isn't like, yeah, I'm happy that I'm going to have to kill a whole bunch of people, but he's like, that's what'll happen. If you attack the walls, that is what will happen. Too many will die out here for so few inside. Fuck. God damn you, Banner Saga. God damn you. You crazy game. Fuck. Okay, now what Aleo and the Horseborn were saying, I'm like, fuck. I think that that's kind of like a hint to kind of what will happen. Like, if we choose this, you know, the families will get in. Like, our people will get in. And probably the rest are gonna bite it. But if we do this, I think it's gonna lead to chaos. And I say chaos because the Horseborn we're talking about, like, there's too many people trying to fit them all inside there. There's going to have to be fewer. Like, we're all going to be getting in our own way. But then, I don't know, man. This is tough. Shit. Oh, no. The thing is, like, even if Ruga is right, I feel like he is using that as an excuse to worm his way in. Because he's not a good person. He is a terrible person. He is a garbage person. Like, I feel like he wants all the power, but none of the consequences. Shit! This just sounds so, like... If you cut out these first two words, I would be fine. Because the reason I don't like it is because it's... This, like, Ruga's right makes it sound like you're actually agreeing with him, and, like, that you think he himself is right, and not just the idea that he's talking about is correct. If that makes any sense. Like, that you have some trust in Ruga, and that's why I'm not going to pick that. I'm going to say my banner, my people are my only concern. Good, I'm granting you and your people, even those Horseborn, into my walls, but move quickly. You still don't know how to play the game, Rook. Did I just fuck everybody? I might have. Ruga blows three quick bursts into a warhorn. Did we just gain renown? You look back and are shocked to see an ambush on your caravan. With no defenses built, your tents quickly go up in flames, humans and Varl burning. Oh, you fucker. Without warning, Ruga pulls his cloak pin dagger and lunges at King Meinolf, who shifts slightly, the blade only piercing his side. Before anyone can react, Ruga slinks behind his fighters who are charging you, Hakon and King Meinolf. Everyone to the walls, you shout. Protect the king and the Varl. Hakon nods his appreciation just before the clamor of war envelops you both. Motherfucking shit. You just had to be a gigantic douchebag. You just fucking had to. Hang on. How much renown do we... Yes. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to rethink where I'm putting all this stuff. Let's go. Let's see. You're maxed out here. Holy balls. Holy balls. Balls that are holy. Holy balls. Okay, these two were meh. So I think it actually makes more sense to try to get this as high as possible. Okay. Let's look at... So who could benefit from this? What do you have? 1 arm, 1 strength, 1 will. And this was +1 to all talents, +2 will, +1 will per rest. Ten strength, I don't think is like, but it's also 1 armor. So you're right. You would right now be at 10, 10, and will 7. But if I got rid of this and then did, oh, you can't take that because you're not high enough rank. Balls. Who is high enough rank? Anybody? Anybody high enough rank to take that? 9. Which means no in German if you didn't know. Okay, so we're going to keep what we got. I'm happy to have Rook have that item. Yeah, yeah. What do you have? This thing. Strength dodge. Is there anything else that I could have given you? I mean, armor, but pfft, whatever. Just give it to you. Motherfucking scum assholes. I think this is the order we're going to go in. Yeah, I think that your poison stuff is going to be really good. God damn, Ruga is such a piece of garbage. I hate this man. I hate him. Ugh. Ambush Meinolf, you're wounded. Just a flesh wound, though. I feel old. I feel odd. Oh, he's poisoned. Depths take Ruga. Rally the troops. He's poisoned. Alright, folks, so that's going to do it for this episode. Hope you all did enjoy it. And if you did enjoy what to do, that is me from me, Notorious BLT. Hope you have a fantastic day, and I will catch you all next time. Bye-bye, folks.